And then when they started tracking for minerals, they found traces of coal up there. And when Phoenix was formed, they tapped into the groundwater. Population grew. So has Tucson, due to the universities and other agriculture businesses. They tapped their groundwater, and soon they noticed that they withdraw too much water. They started seeing signs of subsidence, earth fissures. 1927 is the first sign of earth fissures, cracks in the ground, as you see in these rocks up here that we passed just today. But there's too much withdrawal of underground or groundwater that can happen. So they formed an association called Central Arizona Project Association in '46 to maybe lobby Congress to do something to bring a surface water. So they lobbied Congress up to 1968. Landon Johnson signed it to build Central Arizona Project. That's to bring the surface water, Colorado River, to Phoenix and Tucson. So that would replenish the groundwater and also to make that living for themselves. In 1958, they came to our government in Winter Rock to waiver our Colorado River for 50 years. So they can use that groundwater or bring that surface water to Phoenix and Tucson. And in all that, they knew what was in Black Mesa. They knew they had an opportunity to build a power plant that's produced by Black Mesa coal. So they built Navajo generating station. Follow that, Mojave generating station. In order to get coal to Mojave generating station, the most economical way, they built a slurry. An arid, like my wife was saying, 8 inches of rain a year, territory country, they use groundwater. The most pristine, EPA, it passes EPA standards for drinking water without even adding any additive into it. And drink that water. It's holy. It has the most medicine naturally. And that's how our people offered offerings to it. Ask for rain, for the cornfield, for the sheep, cows, and horses. So life be abundant, life be everlasting. They made that communication, telepathic communication, by offering to these springs. And the Creator provided that for us. But when they tapped that groundwater, the pressure of the air that's in it dropped the water table. Most of the springs on Black Mesa doesn't produce anymore. That's what we advocated for. This group of people advocated in Winter Rock. They did a silent protest before the council outside. And finally, in the whole 88 people of delegates, they finally started questioning themselves. What are those people outside doing? They finally brought them in. What are you here for? They started asking questions. And finally, they started hearing us. It took 1 year to pass legislation to stop the in-aquifer use by Peabody. In 2003, it was passed by our council. I wish it was cut off that day, but we had to wait another 2 years, 2005, at the end of their lease, used for coal and water. So that's the kind of people our people are. We have to kind of almost obey by the rules and laws. If it was to our natural laws and natural rules of our creators, our spirits and our deities, it would have been cut off right then. It would have never been offered 35 years ago. So I want to say that much, and thank you.
Thank you. In addition to that, let me just say that, so he talked about Mojave Generating Station and Navajo Generating Station. The coal that goes to Navajo Generating Station, the excess energy goes to Havasu Havasu City, where the Colorado River meets Havasu City, and the excess energy from the Navajo generating station goes there to feed to the pumps that pump the Colorado River up a steep hill and then down the Central Arizona Project canals to Phoenix and to Tucson. So, of the two generating stations, our raw material is used on one to feed Phoenix and Tucson the water that they have overdrafted. On the other hand, there's two mining operations that were happening on Black Mesa. One is the Kanta mine, and that coal goes to Navajo generating station. There was the Black Mesa mine, and that coal used to go to Laughlin, Nevada, to the Mojave generating station. And that coal was slurried to Laughlin, Nevada, and the energy was made and sent to California, Nevada, and southern Arizona. But how does this all tie into relocation is that in order to expand the territory so that they can extract more coal, there were a lot of Navajos living there, and so it is it's the argument that the people were moved off the land so that the land could be expanded for more coal extraction, more water extraction, and so the easiest way to do that was to relocate the Navajos off the land. And so it was basically the corporation's power and push on the United States government so that they could expand its profits. And so that's the whole history of it. And I just want to point out real quick that we have one resistor in the audience that I know of, and that's Dan Herder, who's married to my Aunt Lorraine. And can you wave to everybody? And by resistor, I mean he has never given up his, if you want to say, right, because the government offered people who lived, what became HPL land, they offered those people compensation to move off. Like we'll buy you a house in some designated spot and build you a house and give you a little bit of compensation on top of it. If you want to move your animals, you can do so. And so he has never taken that offer. And so I just want to mention that as well. And to this day, there's a handful of resistors that still live on the HPL side and in various places all over the Navajo reservation probably. And they've never given in to the government. They've never taken that compensation. So I just want to mention that too. Can I get one more question before we close? I want to give it back to the speakers to close it up with whatever issue that they feel like they want to give to you to carry with you on the march. Those of you that are continuing your journey to Washington, D.C. And hopefully this has been an